Hey, there I am. Look at that. Mute. I see one viewer. Is that me? Oh, there's three. There's a like. Let's see here. Hey, I don't know if y'all hear storms in the background. I can hear it really good on this headset. It's picking up really, really good. So this little live stream is basically talk until the power goes out. Oh, it's starting to go out there. So, where am I here? We're in a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see. Can that zoom show? I don't think that could show very well. Look like it. It's kind of hard to show that. Yeah, really hard to show that. I don't know if those of you watching, but there is a tornado southeast of us going towards, well, that's in the Grand Rivers area. It is a radar confirmed tornado, damaging tornado, but it's been spotted by storm spotters. And at one time, it hit Mayfield. Kind of wondered about Mayfield because when it was going towards Mayfield, it was a destructive tornado emergency. So a tornado emergency is when the tornado is on the ground and it's doing destruction. That is what that means. We're in a severe thunderstorm watch box. All it's really done is thunder, and it's heavy rain. I could really hear it on these headphones really, really well. More so than if I took the headphones off, I wouldn't be able to hear it as much as I'm hearing it through these. So they're really sound sensitive. I kind of bought some nice headphones. I've never bought nice headphones, so I thought, why not kind of treat myself? So I have it plugged up into the mic. So it's probably the mic that's really kind of giving me the better headphone reception. So can you all hear me good? Can you say something in the chat to let me know if you hear me and see me good and all that? Because I see there's 4 people in, there's 2 people in. I'm just wondering if you all can hear me well. Don't say anything. By the way, this is Shawn here from hikingwithshawn.com. And this is just general hike talk, talk about hiking. Hey, Mikey Cat. How's the weather down there? Can't see or hear you, kid. Weather's rainy, a little thundery. How's the weather up by you? It looks like you're probably fairly clear, aren't you? You might have a little bit of storms up your way, I guess. This is so weird, this December severe weather stuff. Um, I used to chase storms long time ago in my 20s. So it's been over 10 years, but that's what hiking with Shawn was before, all this. Tornadoes north of us hit the Amazon warehouse. Ooh, we'll probably feel that. um, Back when I was a kid, when I was in my 20s, it's funny because I was telling Michelle about this. I used to chase storms long time ago in my 20s. And back then I had really bad jobs because I was so young and inexperienced. Um, so I didn't really make a whole lot of money. And I had really bad cameras. In fact, I remember my first storm chasing video was shot on a BlackBerry Curve. I don't know if anyone here is young enough or old enough. Mikey, you might be, and that's not me saying you're old, but you might be old old enough to remember the BlackBerry Curves, and that was like my first smartphone ever, and I had a camera on it, and it was a horrible camera, and that's what I'd use to film tornadoes. And then I remember I spent the money, and I got a a 780p, I think it was the 7 series video camera, and HD just came out, but it was so expensive that no one could really afford HD unless you really made a lot of money. So, so I used this like 720. That's what 720p little video camera, and I think I still have it somewhere. I think I still have it. But it's funny because nowadays, with this YouTube thing, I've invested quite a bit of money into it. I've turned it into a hobby where I've spent quite a bit of money in it. But the way I see it is, I'm better off spending money in cameras and beer or gambling or something like that. But now now I got this camera right here. Now that's a Sony AX700. It's a nice camera. I don't really use it on a lot of videos because the stabilization sucks in it. So I use it mainly for Snake Road because I could zoom in on a venomous snake without having to get too close. But anyway, this camera right here would be perfect for storm chasing if you put it in some sort of some sort of holder in your vehicle, and it was to film while you're driving. But back when I storm chased, there's no way in heck I could afford something like this, And now I've worked myself up into a specialization. Where I'm at now, I do quality assurance, and I'm a specialist in all that. But I've gained that through education and experience. But so that's kind of where I am with the ability to afford things. It's funny because now I'm not really into storm chasing anymore at all. It's just too dangerous. I used to borrow my brother's a camcorder for my college movie. So yeah, I remember that the big camera with the video, the full video cassettes. My uncle picked one up from an apartment and gave it to me. And when he gave it to me, obviously we already had 4K and everything like that. So to me, it was just like, wow, this is the camera I wanted when I was young, but could never afford it. My first full video camera before HD was one that took the mini tapes. So it's like the miniature VHS tapes. And somewhere I have one of them VHSs where I was storm chasing kind of in the front yard, and I was videotaping lightning coming. Like, yeah, look at that lightning, But I had it zoomed in so much that it was completely blurry, and you couldn't tell because the camera, the viewfinders, they weren't LED screens back then. They're just horrible. You couldn't tell that it was so blurry. So that's kind of funny thinking about that. That was a long time ago. That was wow. That was almost 20 years ago. It's pretty crazy when you can say, "Oh, it was 20 years ago." That's that's when you know you're getting older. So, in fact, the last time I was at Six Flags was 30 years ago. So that's how old I am. Hey, Hike with Mike. Aloha to you. Good to see you here. Hope you can hear me well. I think Hike with Mike. Let's see here. I'm not. There you go, Mike. And there you go, Mikey Cat. I've made you both moderators. So if you see something I don't, feel free. I know both of you, so I trust you. Cool. There you go. Got a wrench. So I hope you all are being safe today. I mean, I don't know, Mike. Are you getting any kind of weather down there? Doesn't look like Florida is probably getting what we're getting. There's like a tornado outbreak today here in the Midwest. It's bizarre. Let's see. There's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. At least 9 tornado warnings going on right now here in the Midwest. Where we are, we're still under a severe thunderstorm warning, but it hasn't really been that crazy outside. But now, pretty much to our southeast, they're still dealing with the tornado warning. It's a PDS, particularly dangerous situation. It's a radar confirmed tornado, but before that, when it hit Mayfield, it was a full on tornado emergency, whereas it was confirmed to be large and destructive. So they're getting hit. It'll be interesting to see what happens at the end with that. But as far as I'm concerned, we're all right now. So nice and warm there. Good deal. Bluffage. There you go. That old bluffage thing that turned into something. Alabama and Tennessee are the dangerous areas with the. Yeah, I agree. Tennessee, Kentucky, maybe the boot hill of Arkansas, Missouri. So, our area was put into a category 4, 5 for the Storm Prediction Center when I left work. I do quality assurance at work, but I also have a lot to do with safety. And because of my previous experience in security there, they go ahead and kind of look to me to do emergency management type stuff and storms and all that. So we got to test the sirens today, and I kept everyone updated. So that was kind of fun. I get into this stuff. I like severe weather. So I don't want to see no one get hurt, though. I don't like it that much. So 4 people. Let's see if we can't get more people in here. Let's see. What do I have to do? Let's go to my channel. Let's go to my community. And we're live. Might as well take advantage of the community feature. All right. Let's go to Twitter. Let's go to Facebook. Go to Instagram. Tell everyone we're live. And now I upgraded to Twitter Blue, which is like $2 a month, and you can edit your tweets. It's amazing. So let's see. Hiking with Shawn. I like all the technology and stuff that these social media networks are kind of playing around with. Live on YouTube. There we go. There we go. All right. I can't post something on Instagram. So we'll just do that. Let's see. Alabama gets hit with a lot of tornadoes and ice storm. It is a state that is in the maelstrom. St. Louis area had a tornado on New Year's Eve, I think, in 2011. Sirens went crazy tonight when leaving work in St. Charles. Sadly, sounds like 100 plus folks trapped. Ooh, that's horrible. Hopefully they all get out and there's no major injuries or fatalities. Unfortunately, though, with these big tornadoes, that's not always the case. But growing the beard out, as you can tell. Hopefully, in a couple of months, it'll be, down to here. So I think I'm just going to let it grow. I don't think I'm going to shave anymore. I'm just going to let it grow on as long as it wants to grow. Maybe I'll look like the duck people that had the show. Kind of weird. I can hear myself with these headphones. That's different. Yeah. Let's see. 6 people. 2 of you are talking. What's the other 4 doing? Just watching? Who are the other 4? Say hello to us. It's kind of late for me. Probably too long, but I figure I'd do a little while just to do a live stream. I haven't done a live stream in a while. It's been about a week. I'm trying to do more of these lives. Problem is when I hike, when I want to do the live streams the most, there's just no signal. Otherwise, I would do them, but I do them on Facebook a lot, so I need to kind of edge towards YouTube and try to do them on there again. Got any trips planned in future? No, not really. Me and Michelle, we just kind of plan right on the get-go. Tomorrow, we might go ride the bike if it's warm. If not, we might just do a little hike. She has to work. So tomorrow will actually be a video editing day for me while she's at work. Sunday, we're going to go check out some petroglyphs Native Americans left behind like 6,000 years ago in an area called Fountain Bluff. So that's going to be cool. Hey, Adams Patch. Good to see you. I always see you commenting. I don't think I've ever seen you, on a live stream. So, hey, cool to see you. Bluffage, dang right. But as far as like planning for the future, one of these years, I would really love to do the River to River Trail. I think me and Michelle are going to try to section hike it. I'd like to do that this year. I'd like for us to be able to section hike, do a lot of day hikes, and then do a few weekend campouts along the River to River Trail, kind of like Two Bobs did before they actually through hiked it. And then after that, probably me, or if she wants to join me, if she can, take a week off and actually through hike it. So it'd take about a week. It's a 160-mile trail. Um, there's also a trail I really, really want to bike ride, and it's at Missouri. It's called Katy Trail. It's a little over 200 miles. I figure it'd take, a week and a half, something like that. It could just take a week if I really put in some mileage. I think I'm going to go with an itinerary service that takes care of, your lodging and whatnot. I don't know yet. I'm still kind of looking into that, but I'm gonna let everyone kind of get together. What in the world? Well, sorry about that, folks. Back now. Let's see. You need to make some t-shirts and stickers with the Bluffage theme. I don't have any t-shirts, but I got this. I should have, you can hardly see it, but it says I do it right up there for the Bluffage. I sell these for like $5 or $4 and something, whatever. Probably gonna mark them down pretty soon. They've been on the marketplace for a while, but I agree. Probably. Well, I mean, my T-shirts. I don't have my T-shirt on, but it shows hiking with Shawn on the front, and then on the back it says Bluffage #Bluffage, and then below it says hikingwithshawn.com. I'd like to try to design a better T-shirt, though. I think that's just kind of I don't know, just basic. So I'd like to try to design something else. And probably go with a local designer. I do everything. Through a company called Printful, and everything I've read from it, they're made in the USA, so that's a good thing. Bluffage hat would be cool. I agree with that. For some reason, I can't get my logo to properly show up on a hat. Hey, the Banjo Show. Welcome, Banjo Joe. Banjo Joe. Eventually, me, you, and John have to get together again. I don't think we have to do it every month, but eventually we'll get together again on our, NPO and talk about that again. So I've been wanting to tell you that, but I figure you're busy doing your thing. So now's the perfect time for me to do that. Me and Banjo here, we share a a membership, if that makes sense. So I started a nonprofit organization for a rail trail called Tunnel Hill State Trail, and it's a 45-mile bike trail. Bike, hike, run, whatever you want to do. It's an old railroad system. It was turned into a trail. It's a rail trail, and I started this NPO, and Banjo was one of the people I asked to be a board member. He became a board member, so it's really cool. Alan, I think you should write a hiking guidebook for Southern Illinois. The region really needs a good new one. I agree, Alan. At one time, I was writing a book about hiking trails near SIU. So the whole theme was SIU. I was going through SIU Press for my publisher, but book writing became very overwhelming for the deadline that they required. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to create ebooks. I know that's not always the best option for folks. Some people want that print book, and maybe we could look into that. But ebooks and maybe like a Audible book. I'm going to try to do that. It'll be a lot cheaper than a regular book, and we'll just see. We'll see how that works. But eventually, I would like to create a print book. I'm actually writing one for Tunnel Hill State Trail. To be honest, it's been a work in progress. It's a guidebook for the trail, and I'm hoping eventually to publish it. So we'll see. Print is classic. I agree. And we'll see. There's plenty of opportunities to do print. And maybe the ebook will be liked enough where they would want to do print. Strom Boley, I hope I said your name right. Hey man, recent fan, moving to Southern Illinois soon. Big fan. Awesome. I'm glad you're moving here. A lot of people, I'll tell you what, a lot of people go up to new people who move here, and they're like, why would you move to Southern Illinois? I say, why not? I mean, we have awesome national forest state parks, and our economy is just really building up. I mean, we got all sorts of opportunities out there. So, heck yeah, man. I'm a big old Stromboli. Okay. Your videos have a great for finding new trails to trail run, new bouldering areas. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. Lots of cool bouldering areas. If you go to Millstone Lake and you follow the bluff line, which is you'll go across the levee, and you can get onto Trail 49. Well, the bluff line directly under it is we actually ran into some boulders, so it's rough. It's really rough to get to. It's kind of rugged, but apparently it's just a nice little getaway from Jackson Falls, because you're really close to Jackson Falls there. But if you want to get away from the crowds, that's a good place to go. So that's one place I recommend. I'm not a boulderer, but I've seen people boulder there. Let's see. Mikey was talking about St. Charles being weather crazed tornadoes. I love less developed areas. I miss being in Southern Illinois. Yeah. Southern Illinois is lit. Yep. Let's see. Edith Gerard Vassif.tech. Are you spamming me? I will help you out, Edith. All right. Yeah, Southern Illinois is lit. I'd love some shirts or something in the future. I do have shirts available. hikingwithshawn.com/shop. So that is my shop. You can buy hoodies. You can buy shirts. I have t-shirts. I have long sleeve shirts, and I also have masks if you want that. And they're pretty cool masks. I was wearing them for a while, but then I just where I have to where masks are required to wear, I just wear the paper ones. They're just a little easier. So, but I keep them on there in case anyone wants that. Best restaurant in Southern Illinois for post hike meal. It really depends on where you are. And what area would you be hiking in? If you're hiking anywhere in like the central section, Bell Smith, Burden Falls, Trig Tower area, I would definitely recommend Shotgun Eddie's in Eddyville. Shotgun Eddie's is really good. If you're in the Garden of the Gods area, the Rimrock area, and you're close to Harrisburg, I would definitely recommend Mackey's Pizza in Harrisburg. That's a favorite between me and Michelle. We go there every chance we get. Murfreesboro area, really good breakfast place that we found recently is, let's see, let me think of the name of it. The Bun Makers in Murfreesboro. Bun Makers. It's a little tiny little like tiny house type building, and you go up there and you order right at the window, and it's already made, so it's really quick and it's really fresh, and they're known for those buns. So that's a really delicious place. If you're in the Vienna area, definitely check out Ned Shed, Wildfires Vine Diner. If you're down here in Metropolis, in the area where I live at, we have Bill's Barbecue, we have Fat Ed's, Super City Bar and Grill, good places. I definitely recommend all the mom and pop shops. Try to hit them. Equality, Illinois has the Red Onion. That's a really good place. If you're in Golconda, Diver Down is really good. If you can make it during the Shrimp Festival, you'll probably like all the shrimp. A lot of shrimp. Yeah, I'm safe, hiking guy. Thank you. I appreciate you asking. Yeah, for now we're safe. I think we had a severe thunderstorm warning, but that is gone. Now there is a tornado warning directly underneath us in Kentucky, and very, very extreme southern Illinois, Metropolis, Superman City. So right across the river from us is where quite a bit of what's happening. But for now, we are good. So I appreciate you asking, hiking guy. Let's see. Bubba Gump. We don't have Bubba Gump here. I think that's in Chicago. Maybe one in St. Louis. I'm not sure. Bottoms Up. Bottoms Up is a good place. If you can make it to Giant City Lodge, they claim to have the best fried chicken ever. I'm not really into fried chicken. I've never really had their fried chicken. In fact, I've never been to Giant City Lodge. That's kind of surprising because I grew up in that park, but I've never actually been in that lodge. Iron Whisk is a place we haven't tried yet. We would like to try that. Cobden's a cool town. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. We will definitely stay safe. But that's definitely my kind of review of all the different places to eat around here. Anything you can find local, all the mom and pop places, that's going to give you the best experience of Southern Illinois, I think, versus going to Dairy Queen or whatever. Castle Fort. Talk about there in Carbondale, Adams, Carbondale, in between Carbondale, Giant City, the little playground fort thing, because that's pretty neat. Yeah, small business is the best part of Southern Illinois. It's really what we can, that's the thing. Hiking with Shawn, for a long time, I didn't really know the vision, the mission of my brand, other than hiking, and I thought, well, I'm just a hiking channel. I'm just someone who shares his hikes around Southern Illinois and the Shawnee National Forest. Wiffle Boys Pizza. Love Wiffle Boys. That's a good one. Carbondale. That's another good one. Hey, hiking with Shawn. Um, I've tried to focus more on promote local business with the help of the forest and Southern Illinois natural resources. So that's kind of my mission. Um, and before, I really didn't have a mission, so now I do. Hey, Jim, welcome, Jim Goebel. Good to see you here. Brick House and Anna. Yeah, I've not had Brick House. I know Jay Boyd, the owner. He owns the e-bike service, and he let me get on one of his e-bikes. A very little bit, like 20 feet, and I've never been on an e-bike. I really liked it, so one of these days I'm gonna have to rent one. Let's see. You should engrave rocks with your branding. Michelle would take them all. She's a rock addict. Let's see. Best hot tent I ever did was right on Indian Point. Indian Point's a cool area. I've never camped at Indian Point. I've camped in the wilderness, which Indian Point is the wilderness, but we went to Anvil Rock and went deeper into the wilderness. In fact, we went to an area called H Rock. It's probably like 2 or 3 miles into the wilderness from the observation trail. And we actually parked at Golden Circle Trailhead, so we did more like 6 miles to our campsite and then camped. And we had a whippoorwill above us who just squawked all night long. And that was kind of fun. Oh, that's funny, Adams. Stuck at work for another 90 minutes. That ain't no fun. Hot tent. Do we speak of sweat lodge? I'm curious too. Hot tent. What do you mean by hot tent? Waiting for you to come upstate. Yeah, eventually I will. Just got to get that time off to do it, I've kind of burned through my vacation this year, but eventually we will. I'm actually trying to get a different job. I'm not really too happy with the situation I'm in right now. It's just not, I don't feel like I'm needed where I am, I guess, if that makes any sense. Been there for a while, but I'm just burning out. But I'm actually trying to get a job in marketing and like social media, digital media type stuff. I've been doing that for 20 years through experience, nothing, anything professional, but, through my own systems, I know a lot about marketing. So I'm really trying to kind of get into that, see where that goes. And hopefully give me more time. I am trying to monetize with this channel. See, I can only do so much. A lot of people don't know this, but when you film on public land and you monetize your videos, if you don't get a commercial use permit, you may be violating the law. And with that is if you film on national forest land without your permit, lights were flickering. You could be violating the rules. They could sue you. They could sue you for everything you owe them. And right now, for the Forest Service, it's $150. It's either $100 or $150 per person per day. If you have patient, then it is. Then you have to get liability insurance. So I have liability insurance for my company, Hiking with Shawn. I have incorporated, but I also have a guided service as part of that company. So that's where all that comes in play. I've not really given any guide services yet, but I've not really advertised it that much. I need to. But I would love to do that full time. So maybe we'll see. in the future. But that's a good thing to remember if you are filming on public land, the different rules. Like the National Park Service, they just had a lawsuit against them, and the judge deemed that low impact commercial filming, charging for that was unconstitutional. So now you can do that on Park Service land. Park Service land is Department of Interior. Forest Service land is Department of Agriculture. It's two different parenting agencies. So you can't do the same thing you would on Park Service as you can on National Forest. A lot of people just don't know that. Run the social media for Shawnee National Forest. I actually applied for that job. It doesn't pay very well, and the problem is if I did get on the Forest Service, this would be a conflict of interest, and I'd probably have to quit hiking with Shawn, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm not interested in getting on the Forest Service because of that. I'd hate to give all this up. In 2 days, hiking with Shawn's going to turn 5 years old. So I put 5 years into it. I've made a lot of accomplishments for my health. I met Michelle because of this, so I can never give it up. And I know I'd have to if I got a job with them. But I could collaborate with them if they'll collaborate with me, which they do. We have a partnership in one area called the Shawnee Challenge. Let's see, do you know of any good gravel biking routes around Southern Illinois? It would be super interesting to have you draw up some routes and make videos of it. I agree with that, Alan. That's something I'd like to do. I don't have a gravel bike, but I got a mountain bike. I got a road bike. I figure I could use a mountain bike. I would like to get a gravel bike, though. As far as routes, I would recommend, hey, Preston, welcome. But as far as gravel routes, I would recommend the west side of the forest, particularly like levee roads. So you get into Alexander County, there's a lot of levee roads, there's a lot of gravel roads. Pine Hills area, if you like hills, definitely hit Pine Hills. Right now you can ride on Snake Road. When it's closed, I wouldn't ride on it. Well, thank you, Adams. I agree. Hey, thanks for that. I think that's the first time I ever got one of these super chat things. Appreciate that, bud. Gravel roads. Pine Hills is a really nice area, I think, because you could park at Snake Road, the North Trailhead, and you could take LaRue or Scatters, whatever they call it, up Pine Hills, and you can go. That's a hill all the way up. So if you don't like hills, you won't like it. But I like a little bit of hill, and you get up on the hill, and you could probably make that a good 20-mile route. But you get down to the bottoms down here around Massac County. There's a lot of gravel, a lot of red rock. It's kind of interesting. Did you see what I sent you on Instagram? Let's see. Let me look. Oh, better check the weather real quick. Make sure there's no warnings here. Nope. We got some storms heading for us, but no warnings. We're even out of the severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see here. I see it now, Preston. Very happy for Shawn and what he's done. Can't wait to see. Hey, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I had to open that up because I'm blind. It's part of getting old. He's a dancing fool. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. You all don't have to do that. Thank you. I feel like I need to do something special for you guys when you do that. It's pretty funny, all the little dancing things. I've never really actually seen all that. Yeah, you're welcome. And you know, I have more info. If you go to let me type the website here. Hiking with Shawn. I just typed that website. I make a bunch of guides. They're free. You don't have to download anything. You don't have to register. It's 100% free, and they're guides all over the Shawnee National Forest. And if you want to come down here, you live over here, you don't live over here, you're going to visit. Feel free to download, to print out the guides, whatever you want to do, and you could share them around. You can print them out and share them. Don't worry, it's not copyright or anything like that. Just don't try to sell them, but you can enjoy it, And I try to update them when I need to update them, and I try to explain how to get to the different trailheads and what kind of condition the roads are going to be in. So what kind of vehicles, some trailheads are really hard to get to if you're not in a high clearance, 4-wheel drive vehicle. So I really try to do that. So, that's free to you all. And I try to update that monthly. I create every trail guide I create is free, 100% free, but I do offer some paid articles, and that's through my Patreon service, which starts at $3 a month. You can pay $3 a month, or you can pay up to $10 a month. Whatever you pay, you're going to get the same features. So it's whatever you decide to pay. If you just want to pay $3, you get all the features. You cancel anytime. That's up to you guys. You don't have to do that. But my guides are always going to be free. So that's something you can definitely look forward to, no matter what. I try to put a new one, every other week. So been following for years. Love your passion for the region. Next time I'm around Southern Illinois, I'll shoot you a message. Hey, thank you, Alan. I really appreciate the contribution. And my email is Shawn@hikingwithshawn.com. Feel free to email me anytime. Have you observed any RV boondocking spots in the Shawnee? I got to say this much about that, the boondocking. During hunting season, people will pull an RV pretty much anywhere on the side of a road that is on Forest Service land, and they'll park there. So I don't see anything wrong with you doing it. Just note that you're not going to have an electrical hookup, which boondocking usually don't. But if the hunters can do it, you can do it too. That's the way I see that. So pretty much. But around the Shawnee, a lot of people, when they go to Bellsmith Springs on Ozark Road and Bellsmith Springs Road, there's an area called Teal Pond. It's not signed anymore. It used to be a campground long ago, but they closed it. The first part of the area that you could pull into, a lot of people camp there. So that's a good boondocking spot. That's one of the places. Jackson Falls, you can camp anywhere out there for free. That's considered an abandoned place. Now, I heard they're wanting to turn it into a recreation area, so we'll have to kind of look out for that. If they do, I bet they charge, like right off the bat. We'll see, though. I want to portal to Rimrock. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to portal to Garden of the Gods area, or portal to Mackey's Pizza. Let's see. Keep up the dirt path. Did I miss anyone? I appreciate you all, doing the super chat thing. That's pretty neat. I'm going to try to do more of these lives. I'm going to try to do one a month and see where we go from there. What I'm really excited about, though, and I'll type the address for that so you can bookmark it if you want. That Hiking with Shawn FM, HWS FM. So that's going to be the home of my upcoming podcast. So I'm going to do a couple podcast shows. Too cool for school. I say that a lot. But I'm going to do a couple podcasting shows. I'm going to do one about the Shawnee and different recreational outdoor activities. I'm going to have different guests. Really excited about that one. I'm going to do one called Around the Shawnee, and that's where I'm going to feature local businesses, restaurants, farms, dining, lodging, all the local folks and the communities around the Shawnee. I'm going to really use that show to kind of support the local economy and try to get people in, to come over here. And then I'm going to do another show about like trail diaries. So pretty much when I get off the trail, I'll, do something. I went to Portalton North, Shelter 8 at Trail of Tears. Yes, please do more lives. Love watching. Well, thank you, Preston. I appreciate that. I'm going to try to do more live streams. Probably a little bit earlier than tonight. I'm kind of up past my bedtime. So I've just been kind of watching the weather and stuff. I thought I'd just do a little live. Probably won't stay up too much longer. Get up really early in the morning, drink my coffee, and start editing video. But enjoy the opportunity to interact with you. Your Twitter feed. Remote workforce. Kiana. Are you that name on Twitter? Let me know. But yeah, so that's what I plan to do. More live streams. Up Tree Farmer. Okay, I think, that sounds familiar. Yeah. That's cool. I posted something on Twitter and Facebook. The life of a YouTuber. and that's another thing, Preston. I thought about, creating a channel called just my name, Shawn Gossman, and just making like a general vlog. I don't want to put too much attention on it. I want to keep hiking with Shawn as the main goal, because I've invested so much into it. But I thought about doing just a regular general vlog where it's like an everyday vlog. I don't want to every day. I mean, if I did it for a living, it'd be easier, but working full time, it'd be hard. But I thought about doing that and then, giving tech reviews of like my equipment I use, maybe showing people how to vlog. How to vlog. You don't have to buy a fancy video camera. Everyone has one of these, and that's all you really need if you want to start making videos. I'm just into it more. It's more of a hobby for me, so I spend more money on it. That's just my vice, I guess. People have their things. They like to buy clothes or, fishing gear, hunting gear, or whatever, and my vice is all this YouTube stuff and hiking stuff. Why do people keep advertising that Vask Tech? That's so strange. That's weird. That's a weird spammer. Oh, did I not hide you? I thought I did. Oh, there you go. You're hidden. That's strange. The paparazzi will be chasing after you. Yeah, day in life videos. Yeah. So we'll see. I got to look into it. If you would make the videos, I would love to see some of your gear for hiking. Yeah, and I do want to do that, gear reviews. That's something me and Michelle we were talking about. I'm going to be off pretty soon for vacation for the Christmas deal, and I'm hoping to get quite a few reviews going off on that. Tim Jeffries, thank you. You make some great content. I appreciate that. I appreciate you telling me that. I enjoy feedback like that. Um, I love this area. Um, when I was a younger man, I was asked to go to college, so I did college. I did it all online through an accredited university, so I could work full time. And I ended up getting a lot of education. I have two master degrees. I'm not bragging. I'm ordinary, just like anyone else. I just really enjoyed education. I'll be paying for the rest of my life, but I got two master degrees with the intentions of moving out of Southern Illinois and getting a job, thinking more like getting into a city like New York City, Chicago, something like that. I was aiming more towards New York because it was just more fitting to the degree I got, which was concentrated around Homeland Security, intelligence type stuff. So terrorism. Um, I've never been employed in anything having to do with that. But I also have an MBA, and I use that in my job now. So it was for something, but the idea was to move out of Southern Illinois and not look back. And then I got into fitness during this time and started bike riding. And eventually that led to hiking. And I found the Shawnee and I just fell in love with it. And I just didn't want to leave after that. I didn't want to leave my Shawnee. At that point, I was a little old enough to realize the importance of family and friends, and I didn't want to leave family and friends. And now, as far as I've went, I've the Shawnee has made my life better in many ways. Before I got into hiking, I was in bad shape. I made really bad decisions about health. I smoked, I drank too much, ate the wrong food, and I never exercised. And when I got into all that changed, and it changed to a point where I met Michelle, and now I don't foresee a life without her. Um, I'm definitely very happy to be with her. So I'm stuck in Illinois, Southern Illinois, and I'm fine with it. This is where I am. Where I'm here to stay, and I can't wait to continue to do what I can to help make this region better. That's my goal. Definitely enjoy your time and effort on showcasing hidden gems and Southern. Thank you, Mikey. Appreciate that. Owls give a hoot. Two masters, you got me beat. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I try not to brag too much about that. I don't want people to feel, like, I'm trying to be better. Anyone can really get an education all online for free, develop that same knowledge without spending all that money. So I definitely recommend that if you don't have a source to get it. But I'm pretty proud of education mainly because I dropped out of high school. I'm a dropout. I dropped out of high school and I had no intention on getting a GED because I got a job with the coal mines and the coal mines paid good and that was good enough for me. Now, I eventually realized that that was a horrible job for me. I'm not saying that for other people. Do what you want to do, but for me, it was a bad job. It's a bad choice of a job. It was affecting me, my health. I smoked like a chimney back then, and that's when I started doing college. I changed careers, and it was for the better. I'm glad I'm out of the coal mines. Whew. So, used to live in the Chicago burbs, neat place to visit, good food, but don't miss the traffic and the attitude. Yeah. Yeah, the traffic. The traffic around my parts now is occasionally a combine maybe in the, you know, and that's expected because there's so much, farmland. I'm really in the woods and the farm and the hills. So traffic to me, so I can imagine being in the city. Carbondale's rough. You go through Carbondale in rush hour, it's like, good Lord, not used to that. Let's see. Do you do any hunting? I do not. I don't hunt at all. We do some mushroom hunting. But as far as game hunting, we don't do any of that at all. Not against it, whatever anyone gets into. Hunting just takes so much. You got to buy so much. You got to get into it so much. So it's just too much. But if people at work will make that venison, that deer sausage, with like jalapenos and habaneros and stuff like that. I really like buying that off of them. So I'll definitely buy the food. I found lion's mane the other day. Yeah, you can still find lion's mane. It's still out there. We find a lot of that at Dutchman Lake. So that's my tip, Dutchman Lake. Usually off trail in the creek. So if you go there, kind of hike beside the creek, and especially if like trees are down, I seem to think it really likes to grow on that. So, but folks, it's 11:20, so I think I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna go to bed. I appreciate everyone coming in here and talk to me. And the power didn't go out, and that was kind of the topic of the stream. In the future, I'd like to do these live streams with guests. So if anyone's interested, let me throw my email up here in the chat. If anyone's interested, shoot me an email, and we can try to arrange something where we could do some live stream together and try to focus on a topic or whatever. I think that'd be kind of neat. Also, if you're interested in podcasting, hit me up on my email. I'm going to be featuring different outdoor activities in Southern Illinois. So if you want to be a part of that, let me know. I'm hoping to start doing that in January. That's one of my 2022 goals, is to get the podcast going full blown. So we'll see about that. And you don't really have to have any special mic. You can call in. I'll have a phone number dedicated to it, or some sort of online communication, maybe Zoom or something like that. We'll see. But yeah. So Brian Tucker, hey, thanks. I appreciate that, Brian. I'll hit you up on email sometime for a winter camp out. Yeah, for sure, Mikey. Eventually, when we do some sort of winter camping, you could be the next Story Musgrave, 6 master degrees, an astronaut. Whew. Good life, staying close to your roads, though. Keep you fit, happy, and stress-free. I agree. Guys, take care of yourselves. I got blurry all of a sudden. There we go. Focus. There we go. Probably need to get a new webcam. That might be a little obsolete. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Be sure to, like this video and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I'm on social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all Hiking with Shawn. And I have a website, hikingwithshawn.com. I'm also on Patreon. And, thanks for watching me. Thanks for coming in and talking to me on my live stream and all that. I appreciate it. So that's pretty much going to be the end of this stream. So until next time, I'll see you on the trail.